with the state of WWE. You know, it's been almost 2 months now since Triple H has been fully taken over. Vince has been out.
Right.
I, for one, feel like it's been a totally different show. And I'm surprised that I got to say that because I feel like I'm one of the last people to respect Vince for what he's done. But man, the storylines are more engaging. They have more of a serious old school tone. They're letting the talent looser in their interviews and their personalities, as we could see with what Riddle and Seth Rollins were saying to each other, as we could hear with how Drew McIntyre was talking to Kevin Owens, another badass promo. The pay-per-views haven't missed. We're seeing him bring people back, and I don't know if you noticed when Vince was bringing people back, so a lot of times there'll be spoilers, there'll be this and that. With Triple H, he's just bringing them back. There's no whispers, there's no spoilers. He's just bringing them back. Surprisingly, Braun Strowman just came back on Monday Night Raw. I thought that it was done well. So I think there's been a lot of good. And you said this a couple weeks ago. I do think the fresher talent that Triple H bred in NXT are shining, and we're starting to see who's gonna pop and who's gonna, be maybe a main event player and who's gonna stay on the card and who's not. What I really like about this is there's no more excuses. The excuse was Vince McMahon was micromanaging talent. He wasn't letting them have creative freedom a little bit. He wasn't, letting them speak freely. Now we're getting to see who could really perform and who really can't. You can't blame Vince. Triple H is giving y'all a loose leash, and I like everything they've been doing, man. It's been a better product. I don't want to get too carried away, but everything Triple H has done, it's had a balance of it's starting to feel closer to the ruthless aggression era. I won't say in tone, it's definitely not the attitude era. I think the people that are exaggerating would say that, but the tone of the show is close to the ruthless aggression era. What do you think?
In terms of being closer, I think they got a long work. They got a long work to go. That's what I will say. They still gotta, he's gonna run into the same type of issue that Vince was running into for a little while with at the top. You know what I mean? For contenders, for believable, strong opponents. He's about to run into that same problem for like the next few months. But in terms of the younger guys, I already knew that it was going to go up. And I like how the younger guys are shining. I think Riddle's more serious now.
Yeah.
I think that the Usos are still clicking. Seth's still clicking.
Theory's still ascending.
Theory's still going. The UK group, I think
they're starting to take a couple gears up.
They're a good 6 men. And I think we're seeing that they could have been a good 6 man because with Vince, they were very generic.
They were for real though.
They were very plain. They were 80s. So now we're seeing they can actually have some attitude in their game.
The motherfuckers are ruthless, Sammy. Did you see Sheamus's chest when Gunther, aka Walter, was done with them? This man's chest was pink and red and purple.
Yeah.
Bro, they're ruthless.
But I mean more so on the mic.
On the mic, he's better than I thought.
I didn't even know they could talk when Vince
they're better than I thought.
When Vince had him, he wasn't giving them that time.
He wasn't giving them minutes, yo. He really wasn't.
So it's more of a role player thing. I think we definitely, I think we're getting the answer that the role players are going to be better with Triple H. Now I need to see what Triple H is going to do at the top. Because he's about to run into the same problems that Vince ran into. Who's Roman facing?
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Obviously, it's no secret that Roman Reigns negotiated some less dates, and he gets to pick and choose his Raw and SmackDowns, and he took some reduced dates. He still shows up on a lot of Raw and SmackDowns, but he's not there every week. He shows up on the bigger pay-per-views and premium live events. So I think what they somewhat have in their favor is that he's not at every event. So it kind of gives them good stalling tactics, like bringing in the Usos' little brother. Now that story's being told until Roman Reigns resurfaces. But as far as contenders, I think silently Triple H has. Look, I don't know what the plan is for WrestleMania officially, but it's ultimately Cody Rhodes is the biggest match you could do. I would like to think most people, if we're being real, that's the biggest, never before seen good guy versus bad guy.
That's the one you gotta save.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking WrestleMania. That's the one you gotta maybe save for WrestleMania. So the way I'm looking at it is, how do you?
A lot of months.
Yeah, how do you buy time? Well, Roman's not going to be at Extreme Rules. That buys you a month right there. What's after Extreme Rules? I think Survivor Series, he's probably going to be there. Survivor Series, you do got a couple of options now. We do got a couple of options now. Now, it's not about my personal options. They're not my personal favorites, but I think with the momentum that the business has and the interest that the business has, and how Triple H has basically gave everybody a reset button and their own momentum. I think Karrion Kross is an option. I think Braun Strowman is an option. And I definitely think people are starting to come on board, and the crowd turned him good guy. Sheamus 515 is an option now. He is an option. I think basically what you got to figure out is who are the opponents you use before you get to Cody. And I think they got a couple of them.
But we have to believe, David. We gotta believe. We gotta believe that they can be threats, because this is the problem that we're gonna run into. We got some pretty big name pay-per-views coming up. We're almost at that. No, we're almost at that gear. Once we hit Survivor Series, Royal Rumble's around the corner now. Now we're on that season. And when you're in that season, you got to pull out some pretty big guns. That's the issue we're kind of running into, because we have to believe that Roman Reigns can be stopped before WrestleMania. These are big pay-per-views. Who do you slide? I mean, Sheamus, I love him, but we know at this point in your career, you're not taking nothing away from Roman.
I don't know.
Cross, you still smell like Similac.
You're right that we have to believe it, but this is wrestling. We don't necessarily have to believe it 100%. We gotta get moments of believing in it for the most part, that they could put up a fight. But let's be honest, most of us are not anticipating him to drop the championship. So from that perspective, you don't necessarily need to believe it 100%. It's we all agree in here. It's basically, it would be buying time for a Cody or a once in a lifetime The Rock if they get that blessing.
You can do a tremendous time, but you can do a tremendous job of while you're buying time. You can do a tremendous job of trying to roadblock Roman.
No, absolutely. And I think the guys. I think no matter how we feel about Braun Strowman, he is a name in this decade. He is.
He has to work that up again, Dave.
That's where I'm getting at.
The last time we seen him,
but judging by how he was embraced by the live audiences, I think he's on his way to that. I think he's on his way to being I think he's on his way to being that monster that had history with Roman Reigns. They have the history there. His best work always came with Roman Reigns.
Because he came in and beat up a couple of guys you probably already beat up.
Nah, but because the live crowd gave him a reaction, which lets me know that
they give everybody a reaction that takes a break and comes back.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. You know that's not true.
Who haven't they did it for? Give me one name.
That's not true at all, bro.
Took a break and came back that they didn't give a reaction. They gave a reaction to Carlito.
That's not true. Was Carlito not one of the greater role players? But
man, on,
that's not true. That's not true.
It's true. That's how fans are nowadays. It's whoever can stay away long.
I think Braun Strowman's a name in this era. Whether he's a popular name or not, he's a former Universal champion. He's a former IC champ. He's not just a bottom feeder. So,
I give him that.
And then he has the ultimate equalizer in his favor, size. So that's what will always keep him at least as a filler guy. And the second thing is, this is why I have a problem with your perspective.
But we still got to see if he stepped up his game, Dave.
Hold on. I'm getting to that. I have a problem with your perspective for this. Yes, we got to believe it. But every opponent, we're not supposed to believe it in every opponent to the same level. Like, we're not supposed to believe in.
Yes, we are. In big pay-per-views, yes, we are.
No, that's not true.
Come on, Dave.
So you're saying Braun Strowman? What you think WWE doesn't know? We're not supposed to believe Braun Strowman's a bigger threat than Drew McIntyre. We're not supposed to think that.
The big pay-per-view, you have to top yourself. That's why they call big pay-per-views. That's why it's called the Big Four.
Who says Braun Strowman's gonna fight him at a big pay-per-view?
No, I'm just saying if you try to plug him in one of those scenarios, he's not good enough. That's all I'm trying to say.
I can't say
if
that.
It's Royal Rumble and you're trying to do a Braun Strowman, I'm not buying that.
Everybody else would though.
I don't think so.
They would.
I don't think so. I think he has to work that up. If he can somehow,
bro. Off the strength that every time they did beef is when Braun was at his best, and now Roman's at his best.
That's when he was over. That's when he was red hot over.
He's over again.
You got to show if you can get to that level. Nah, you're not over again just because the first time you showed up, you got to pop. That's not how it works. You got to keep that pop.
I agree with you. No, I agree with that.
I agree
with that.
Now we got to see if you stepped up your game.
I agree with that. I just think
if he did, I'll take it back. If he did step up his game, I'll take it back. But I'm just saying it now. I can't buy it.
I think it's unfair for people like Braun Strowman to say he doesn't get a match because I don't believe it enough. But Roman had matches throughout this run against Cesaro. He had a few matches with Jey Uso. I don't think that's fair.
What pay-per-view was that?
I don't know, but it was on pay-per-view. It was for the World Championship.
Was it Royal Rumble?
I don't know.
Was it Survivor Series? I'm talking about the I'm aiming more towards the big things. I'm not aiming towards an extreme.
I'm talking about pay-per-view opponents, period. That's why that's the disconnect.
I agree, but no. Here's what we really need to talk about here. Cody, Rock, those are the type of guys who are at the finish line.
Those are WrestleMania.
So, but here's the thing. Before WrestleMania, we got some pretty good haymakers that's coming.
Royal Rumble and
Survivor,
Elimination.
yeah. That once we get in that season, we gotta hit people with
That's a good amount of time to a lot could happen in the next 3 to 4 months to see who gets hot. The reality is we don't know.
Those are the opponents I'm worried about. Who fights Roman at Royal Rumble?
Yo, why you worried about something that's a good amount of time away?
Because
and Triple H, everybody, to be fair to him, everybody's been creatively ascending. Like nobody's stagnant.
But I'm not worried about how the other guys are gonna get. But I know the other guys will plug in the right holes. But what I'm saying is for Roman, because of the role he's been on, and because we're approaching a Survivor Series, and then after that, a couple months, we got the Rumble. These are things you gotta treat with care.
To keep it 100, I hope he defends the world title at Survivor Series, but I wouldn't even be shocked if
he doesn't.
I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't. I could totally see them doing a traditional 4-on-4 with the whole bloodline and the Usos versus some other 4 team that
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that because
I can see that.
I don't see any opponents who can believably threaten that position.
I
wouldn't mind that.
I like Braun in that spot. I like AJ Styles in that spot. I like if he drops the US title by then, I like Lashley in that spot. I think Lashley would be the ideal.
Lashley might have to drop that title.
That's what I'm saying. He's ideal as far as white hotness.
Because I think he's
dropped that belt.
He's the only name that hasn't really got his fair due and got a one-on-one.
I don't think they beefed before, really.
I don't think he's got a one-on-one.
Lashley's the guy who's ideal, honestly, to drop that US.
So if you do something like that at let's say Roman does a 5-on-5 and you do something like that at Rumble, I can buy that.
Yeah, absolutely.
10 times more than Braun.
Yeah, of course. I wasn't saying Braun was on Lashley's level of popularity and importance.
Lashley's the type of guy you need in that position.
But I know Braun Strowman's gonna be used, but for like one of the next upcoming ones. But I know he's gonna be used. I know that's why they brought him back to look dominant again. I know Triple H is grooming him for at least being a rotation, or if they do some type of multi-man match, he's gonna be one of the guys in it.
You want to know why I think they brought him back? I think they brought him back because we need a giant.
Yeah. He fits the role. He really
Omos fucked up, man.
Nah, Omos is too green. He's too.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman's not green. We can make
green. He's not green.
Braun Strowman could work.
At the end of the day, he's good enough to keep a job. He's good enough to at least oppose his will.
He has made an impact on the roster. Yeah,
the moves he hits looks believable.
Yeah,
he doesn't. You know what I mean? He can actually move his.
My man, Sheamus 515 could earn the spot in one of the lesser pay-per-views. He earned the spot.
I don't think so. I think you know what I mean. You've been mingling around. We need you right now.
But I think we need him and Gunther to keep beefing. That's what I was about to say. That's a dope beef, Phil.
I think he's in the best position for him right now. I think if you try to just randomly put him up in next to Roman, it's way too obvious.
And then Gunther, man, that whole character, that whole crew, they remind me of something out of a history book. They're like World War II dictators. The way they dress and carry themselves in the entrance, I'm digging it, yo. The way they fight, and then Sheamus's crew is not too bad either. The dude that ended Big E's career is starting to come up.
Yeah.
Hopefully Big E could come back, but it's not looking good. But man, it's starting to come around. I just think the the product's headed in a good direction, but I think it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how they finagle who who fills those spots, especially those bigger ones like Elimination Chamber,
That's what I want to see.
Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
and Survivor Series. But I could totally see them doing the Bloodline versus Drew McIntyre leading a crew for picking his four. I could totally see something like that. But I think ideally you should do Lashley at Survivor Series versus Roman Reigns.
Maybe I'd probably say Rumble. I would probably say Rumble. Let give him time to drop his title. Give him time. Give him time to work with his title, and then you could drop it and aim for Roman. After Survivor Series, just give Roman a few months off, man.
Yeah, I could see them doing that, honestly.
Months off.
What the hell is in December, man? Is that
It's
is that
TLC.
TLC? I feel like they rearranged it, but I could be wrong. It could be TLC.
It's something weak. But I'd say Roman just stay home. Well, let us figure this out because I want to see how Triple H figures this out. If he can knock this out the park, it's gonna. I want to see how he figures out that WrestleMania season specifically.
I'm not worried about that on the trajectory he's going, but I'm more concerned. I'm intrigued on how do we get there? How does everything fold out to how we get there? But WrestleMania, I know all the chips are gonna be on the table for the most part. Yo, CM Punk. Apparently he's brawling with people. Kenny Omega's in brawls. The Young Bucks are in the brawl. He's cussing out people live on press conferences. Man, we used to think Bret Hart was the most bitter wrestler ever.
Right.
CM Punk took that title, man. He's taken the title, and you want to know what makes it worse is even though Bret was bitter, people loved working with Bret. There's so much OGs in wrestling that dislike CM Punk as a person. You know, AJ Styles was asked about working with CM Punk. He said he's not really a big fan of him. Roman's not a big fan of him. Triple H wasn't a big fan of him. Well documented. But Booker T, doesn't have problems with him. But Booker T's not the biggest fan of him. Like, it's just crazy, man. This is happening faster than I thought. AEW is gonna go out of business, man. Hey, I'm sorry, man. All those times I was being challenged for no reason by so many people that they made WWE scared. They're the next WCW. Oh, they got Tony Schiavone. Oh, they got JR. They got good commentary. They got blood. They got swearing.
Yeah.
Where did it get them?
Where did it go? See, yo, but you want to know something, Dave? I don't even blame in this whole situation. I don't blame CM Punk or the talent the most. I blame Tony.
Yeah. You hit it right on the head. You hit the nail on the head.
Yo, he runs his business like a 12-year-old, bro.
He really does.
Like, first mistake, you made you made your own wrestling talent presidents in your company.
I know.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. That never works.
It never works. It never works. And you talk all this shit about WCW. When they did it work?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work. So why would you try to go and do the same thing and then talk so much shit about them? Obviously, at some point they're gonna be biased and want to have skin in the game. Why? And then what are you gonna do? You gonna fire them? You gonna suspend them? You can't. You need them as in the ring.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Vince never did that shit.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why he lasted for 50 years, bro. Like I'm gonna have people around me who are wrestling minds, actual wrestling minds who actually know what they're doing in the business. People who actually wrestled or produced or did something. That's why he has people like Bruce, Mike P.S. Hayes,
Yeah.
Briscoe, Patterson,
Pat Patterson, rest in peace.
Heyman. Like, there's a reason why he has people like this, bro. This dude got nobody like that.
Yeah, seriously.
Name one person over there that's like that, Dave.
Seriously. Nah, you're absolutely right. That I blame him more than CM Punk. I blame CM Punk a lot, but ultimately CM Punk can't be this way if Tony Khan was actually respected. Nobody, you could tell nobody respects him. Nobody literally treats him like a boss.
Bro,
They went over there because they knew he was an easy guy to get a money grab off of, and he would be thirsty to sign them. That Vince McMahon, for all that I know, he's been in the scandals and all of that, but Vince McMahon played a chess move to help make this happen, bro. In one of the conference calls Vince had about a year ago, they were talking about AEW, and they were like, "Yo, do you consider AEW competition?" And almost verbatim, Vince McMahon was like, "Well, we consider everything competition, but we don't think they're not trying to do what we try to do. They're not on our level." And Vince was like, "Yo, they keep taking our talents and they signing our talents. Maybe they're in need of more. Maybe we'll give them some more that they could have." Vince was releasing all those people because he knew Tony's stupid ass couldn't resist pouring all his financials out on low indie talent. That
right.
Now he tied up his finances with CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole, all these guys that didn't really move the needle. And now he's stuck. And Triple H is doing what he does. So now you're really stuck. Vince released those people because he knew Tony wasn't gonna develop his talent. He was gonna jump to that talent. He was gonna try to get a quick fix.
Hey, there's a reason why 50 years is 50 years, bro.
Yeah.
This dude runs his company like Apple, bro. Like Google.
Real talk.
Like Amazon, bro.
It's a
Like
machine.
he takes notes from them. All these other companies that ever existed, they were running it like territories, bro.
Yeah.
And Tony's doing the same bullshit, bro. He's running this shit like some indie territory. You're not running this shit like an actual global house, bro. Nah. Bro, you sitting there, you sitting right there while the dude's disrespecting the shit.
Real talk.
Sitting right there next
He
to
didn't
him.
even try to say, "Hey, thank you for your time, but we think we need to cut this short," or "Hey, I think some things should be talked in one-on-one," or whisper in Punk's ear and be like, "Hey, chill out."
I dare somebody to do that in WWE headquarters.
Nobody would even consider doing that with Vince sitting next to them. I don't even care if it's Undertaker or Stone. Undertaker and Stone Cold don't do dumb shit like that, but not even them level of dudes would think about doing that in front of Vince.
Press conference over. Right then and there.
They'll cut off his mic before he even goes on the third statement.
Come on, man. That's how you. That's the proof right there. Like literally right there. Right there, bro. You running your shit like a kid.
And we gotta keep it. I gotta give you the props. You did say. I had a feeling he was like that, but now all the ammo Triple H had is true now. CM Punk acted like this because he wanted his way. And now he's in a different company and he's doing it even worse. That's why I can't let him off.
Let's get to him, right, David? He's another kid. He's another kid, bro. He acts like another kid. Bro, there's a reason why, like, you notice how it's so funny? All these people They're finally now realizing that, oh, he politics, he does this, he does that.
Yeah, people are starting to snitch on him now too.
You want to know? You want to know why he walked out of WWE? It's because he couldn't do it.
Yeah, yeah. He had stars. He had stars that could always out politic him if it came down to it. That were better than him. That's
Because
why.
because bro, at the end of the day, you're not that serious, bro.
Nah,
You're
he
not
isn't.
you're not on that class. That's
Bro,
why you.
this AEW run is shitty.
That's why he ran over there, David, because he's the only dude who's all-star level over there.
I don't even know about that anymore.
He is. Sadly to say. Outside of Jericho.
I
Outside of Jericho
think
and Daniel, who else?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. From a name perspective, from
He
a brand.
he loves it like that. He loves it like that because now I can say what I want. I can do what I want. I can main event when I want, even if I suck.
It's not even like he swear that going over there was the equivalent to when Hogan went to WCW. It's not even the equivalent of anybody going anywhere. It didn't make any impact.
What did it do?
It made zero impact.
What did it really do?
That's why I think
it got you hot and it got you viral for the night.
Exactly.
For the night. Bro, you can't even stay healthy, bro.
Yeah,
every time you get the
he's
title,
already had like 3 injuries.
Every time you get the title, you gotta drop.
Yeah. And word on the streets is he might get released or quit here too. Yo, he came for the money. He really came for the money, and that he knew he could be the biggest fish in a small pond, bro.
He knew he could push his weight. He knew he could push his weight. That's all it is. That's all it ever was.
How you get released from he might get released from the second company, bro, for acting crazy.
That's all it ever was.
But something tells me Tony doesn't have the balls to release him.
Notice how every time people ask him why you left WWE, he can never give a real answer. He can never really give a real answer. It's always phony answers.
They sent him the firing papers on his wedding day. That's the one he likes to ride once in a while.
Bro, you walk out. He never says what he does. Never.
That's over for that man, bro.
Like and here's the sadder part, David. They didn't want to make an agreement with Cody because they didn't want to give him the same money as him.
Yeah. The beginning of the end was Cody saw this coming. The wrestlers and executive vice presidents clashing, CM Punk. Cody saw this coming, yo. And right now in 2022, Cody is the better wrestler and bigger name. I think he's proven that.
Far better.
I think he's proven that.
Literally, he's far better. Wait till he comes back.
Bro. He needs to come back, man. I'm already calling him winning the Royal Rumble. You just have to call it.
CM Punk can't even get through his contract.
He's mad old looking now too, like literally. He was always skinny, but now he's old looking, bro.
And that's exactly why he always looked old looking.
Looks like he works at a gas station.
He always looked like that. And that's exactly why he never made an event at our WrestleMania. Because we run, because WWE runs their company like a true empire. You're not the type of guy who's on top of things like that. Those guys are the Cenas, they're the Rocks, they're Austins. You know what I mean? They're guys like that. They're Undertaker. Those type of cats. You're not them. You was never them. And and the world finally realized.
now, man, Now I feel disgraced that he was in the ring with all the greats he was in. He didn't deserve it. His attitude's a cancer in every locker room. Now that we see this,
Like he's that's exactly what he is. As soon as I don't get my way, oh, this company doesn't know what they're doing. Oh, this company they can't run the target. That's the thing he says. Oh, this company discriminates against me. That's what we were saying about WWE. They discriminate against my look and my size and how I am.
nah,
It's
he ain't
it's
that
always
great.
it's always a finger poke, and you're just not that great.
Real talk.
It's all right.
Real talk though. They made him great. Now I could say that with 1,000% confidence. They made him great.
It was the marketing.
They created that little underdog story. They gave you that mic and said you could go out there and say whatever you want because they knew they could market it.
And you
They
know who
did
really
that.
did it? And you know who really did it? Yeah.
If people be not giving my man credit, he made that dude look epic, yo.
The WWE franchise player did it. That's who did it. None of that works if you don't do it on Cena.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You know who else? The authority at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
None of that works if you don't talk crap about them.
Vince, Triple H, when they were doing what they did, yeah.
Now you just look stupid, bro.
Well, I'm gonna give them one more year, and then they're either gonna be done or what they're gonna be like TNA, bouncing on low budget networks like Pop TV, TV Land. They'll be scrapping around. I don't think TNT is gonna want this for long because they already demoted them to TBS. That's the downgrade right there.
I was about to go there. I don't think Turner keeps him.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think Turner's gonna keep him.
TNA had a better run. I already know now.
They actually did.
I miss TNA.
At least they were functioning for like a good 4 to 5.
They had a good strong 5 to 6 year run, yo.
Yeah. These guys can't even function, bro, because they want to make their company on 2 kids.
Man, bro, no leaders, yo. But yo, you sound like you're not sold on them. I think the Cavs are now a top 5, top 6 team in the East. I think Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, and Evan Mobley are legit twin towers. Evan Mobley's a 7-footer that could do everything, plays 2 ways. I'm not saying they're winning no chip or anything, but they're gonna be the team to upset somebody. I feel they're young. Darius Garland was an all-star. Yeah. I think this was a really quality trade. If anything, I think this is a better situation that for Donovan Mitchell than the Knicks and Utah. The Knicks were supposedly in the driver's seat, but I like this better on a basketball level.
Well, those ain't high bars. You know, the Knicks, Utah, those ain't high bars.
It was a high destination for Donovan.
Nah, no way.
That was on his list.
Man, it was a going home thing that was gonna fall flat. You know, I don't really think those are the destinations. If you're basing it off of actually making a big impact, I don't think any of those destinations are the destinations you want to be.
Yeah.
As for Cleveland, I think they're a first round exit, maybe second round. Yeah. At most. You know what I mean? I think that's the furthest they can really do. To be real with you, man. I don't. I hope this is in some way he stays. That's where I gotta go with it. I hope it's not. You're playing with kids.
These are some like, but this is kind of like
They got
I
a lot of
I don't mean to jump the gun, but these aren't just kids you're waiting on to develop for 5-6 years. These are kids that have fast development rates. This is kind of like Westbrook, Harden, and Kevin Durant, Ibaka type youngsters of a core. Yo, they got all these guys that are under 26. They got young legs, but they still got veterans like Rubio and Kevin Love and Karis LeVert. I think those veterans are very key there. And I think how many teams on the East could say they have that type of depth and talent? I mean, I could totally see them upsetting a team. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I could see them upsetting a Philadelphia. I could see them upsetting a Miami. I could totally see it.
No chance in hell.
I could see it.
I don't think so. No chance in hell.
Jared Allen and Mobley, those are two bigs that could guard Embiid a little bit.
You're talking about proven commodities here. Proven commodities.
Proven
bro.
what?
What do you mean? Miami has went far.
Donovan Mitchell's a proven commodity. The Jared Allen's a proven commodity.
What has he ever done in the postseason?
Jared Allen's a proven commodity.
What has he ever done?
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
We know what Jared Allen brings to the table.
But
he might be the best. He might be the best big defender after Rudy Gobert at the rim.
You can have that, but the postseason's always different. So it's always different. You need proven commodities there, bro. And Donovan Mitchell, in terms of him
Rubio, Kevin Love.
In terms of him being the head honcho of the team in the postseason, again, we know where that's gonna go. First round, bro. Most likely. The first round, they're not beating anybody like Miami. Miami's went deep like the last 3 to 4 years.
Yo, Miami, I love Miami. I love their culture. I love Jimmy Butler. But Miami didn't get better this offseason.
They didn't get worse.
Yeah, they kind of did. They lost PJ Tucker.
They lost PJ, but they went far without PJ before.
They lost PJ. They didn't improve their point guard situation. I don't know how much in the tank Kyle Lowry has left. He's just going to be another year older. If anything, Miami might be stagnant. I hate to say it, but they didn't get another big to help it out of Bayou.
Even their stagnant is tougher to beat because of how proven they are, bro.
No way. These are
absolutely.
They got super athletes on the Cavs now.
We're talking about vets. We're talking about a team full of vets versus a team full of guys that never even been.
Yo, they got some vets to support them, yo. Let's not act like it's a complete youngsters. They got vets to guide them and coach them up on the bench, bro.
Who you trust as a head honcho more, Jimmy or Donovan?
Jimmy Butler's a better player, but I don't think Jimmy Butler has a better supporting cast now. I really don't.
His supporting cast.
I like Evan
same
Mobley.
Supporting cast that went to the Eastern Conference, eh?
Yeah, and it's the same supporting cast that lost in the second round last year to a team they were actually better than. But
they're one bad year.
What do you mean?
Out of bro, in the bubble they went all the way, then they lost, and then they went back. They just went back.
I'm big on experience, and I think experience does help certain matchups, but at the end of the day, you need some talent too. They don't got the talent like that. You need talent and some experience. I think Cavs got more of a balance. They don't have enough scoring talent around Jimmy Butler. And I'm actually tired of the fact that they're not giving them more.
The Cavs don't have. Cavs might have the better scoring talent and skill, but they don't have anything else.
They got the better two-way players.
They don't have the better coach. They don't got the
better coach. They got the better two-way talent.
They don't have the better leadership, bro. Leadership goes a long way, man.
They got enough, yo.
I'm trusting Jimmy to take me somewhere further than Donovan.
Well, who? When Jimmy got to sit there every playoff, Jimmy got to drop like 38-8 because nobody else is trying to help him, bro. Like I believe in the Miami Heat as a culture, and Eric Spoelstra. I know what they all bring to the table, but you can't when everybody in the East is at least adding little additions. You can't just stay put.
But you're talking about in terms of going to the finals.
No, I'm talking about in terms
he doesn't have enough of a supporting cast to go to the finals.
I don't think Jimmy has enough of a supporting cast to really like feel confident against the better teams in the East. Like unless Tyler Hero starts doing what we unless Tyler Hero, here's what I'm not ruling out the Heat's success at all, but unless these are big ifs, unless Tyler Hero finally does what everybody thinks he's supposed to do, and Victor Oladipo shows this glimpse of what we know he could be, they don't got the scoring talent. Like
they do lack the scoring talent. I agree, but that we're talking about in terms of the better teams. You're right. Cavs ain't on that list though.
I like the Cavs one. If we're going down 1 through 15,
the only teams that the Heat should be scared of is Milwaukee, Boston.
They should be scared of damn near the whole playoff seat or roster, bro. They should, bro. They don't got it. They don't got it like that to not be scared.
Bro, they've already proven it. What are you talking about?
What, in the bubble year?
No, the last year. They proved it that the only team that messed with them was the team that beat everybody.
That's not true.
Boston. What do you mean? Boston beat everybody, including them.
I think
in the last round.
I think
you know what I'm saying?
I think they should definitely be scared of the Milwaukee. They should definitely be afraid. The Boston's not a good matchup for them still.
Boston, yes. Philly, yes.
Cavs aren't a good matchup. Philly's not a good matchup. That's like half the conference of good people.
Cavs ain't on that list, man. Stop.
They are on that list. The Atlanta Hawks. They don't want. I don't know about that. They got a lot better. They got a lot better.
Come on, stop.
The Atlanta Hawks is a team to keep an eye on.
They're not going to be in that upper echelon, though. Miami will be. I
mean, 2 years ago, they were in the Eastern Conference Finals. The conference final is always switched.
A fluke run. Miami back their run up.
How? How's it back in the run up if you go to the finals?
You go two within 3 years. That's not backing your run up.
No,
that means you're legit.
They went to a finals, then they lost early, and then they got to the Eastern Conference
twice.
You're supposed to go back to back.
No, come on, you're forcing it.
You're not supposed to have a gap year.
Only the special teams go back right after another. Miami proved they're legit.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
But they didn't get better. They didn't get better enough for me. They should have been all over this Donovan Mitchell trade, because that's the type of talent that's missing for Jimmy Butler.
They should have.
So I'm not gonna give them credit for standing pat. You know, all the other teams did something. I wanted to see them do something, or even try to go aggressive with a Bradley Beal before he re-signed. That would have been the perfect thing.
You're preaching.
Bradley Beal is perfect.
You're preaching to the wrong guy. I was rooting for Miami to get Donovan the whole entire time. I said the four teams that disappointed me was Miami, Dallas, Memphis, and Denver. I said those four teams disappointed me because they just let a talent like that just wander off. And I think if you drop,
I think because they're not being aggressive with getting that scoring support, their windows less open. It's a lot less open if you're gonna keep standing there, yo.
And it's sad if you drop Donovan on any of those teams, they're finals contenders.
They are. If you just drop them right in. The crazy part, I might sound crazy, but if they were to do something like, and I don't believe in this guy anymore, but I still believe in him as a talent. If some way somehow they traded for Westbrook, no. I think Westbrook on a system like that with mad shooters, where he's the third option, that might be the last successful team that could maybe get something good out of him.
Westbrook at Miami?
Yeah.
No.
Call me crazy. No. I think Jimmy Butler could get Westbrook in line. I think that.
No.
I do.
You're asking for a recipe.
Think about it. He would be a third guy, and he's surrounded by Tyler Hero, Duncan, all these jackers. You know,
Jimmy needs someone next to him that can shoot, bro.
I agree. I'm saying what I'm saying. At the end of the day, Westbrook would give you scoring support as a third, but
really?
What other options do they got?
You want to talk about someone being a year older?
He's way better than Kyle Lowry, even though I know he has his issues.
Right, but
Westbrook has a lot of issues, but
Kyle Lowry's in a different role than Westbrook. Well, they're not asking Kyle Lowry to be their big savior. They're asking guys like Victor and Tyler.
Now we're really asking Tyler, but he hasn't took that leap like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, unless Westbrook's gonna come here and want to be a lesser guy, not the second option.
You don't think a guy like Jimmy Butler has enough respect, and Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley, that they have enough respect with that culture that he wouldn't have a choice. It would be his last chance to accept, you know, I'm just a slasher and a passer, you know, now.
Well,
he wouldn't need to shoot threes because they got so many shooters, you know. I think that might be the last. All I'm saying is that, let's say if the Heat started off the year slow, I don't think it's a bad look to look that way for scoring support. I don't think it's that terrible.
I don't know how that blends, man.
What you think about Donovan Mitchell on the Cavs?
I don't know how that blends.
Huh? What you think about Donovan Mitchell on the Cavs? Am I bugging to think that you got Donovan, you got Garland, All-Star, you got Jared Allen, Evan Mobley? I don't think people realize how good Evan Mobley's going to be. Doesn't it feel like, as far as a young, strong, super talented core that had fast development, doesn't it almost feel like Harden, KD, Westbrook, Ibaka with all those talents?
Yeah, you can say that. To be honest, yeah.
Low key.
They got Mitchell at the right time. He's in
at
his
the
prime.
perfect, yeah.
In his prime, and the others can carry him like the Utah did.
Exactly.
It might be a better fit for him. I was kind of tight that they gave up Sexton.
Really yeah. I kind of like Sexton more than Garland, but Garland's nice.
Garland's nice too.
Garland's nice though.
So I want to see how that duo is gonna work.
And the cool part about that team, Donovan's not a great defender, but he's surrounded by great defenders that can hide it perfectly. Mobley has length, he blocks. Jared Allen, we already know what he does locking down the paint. Isaac Okoro, another youngster we're sleeping on. That's a two-way role player.
Niggas are sleeping on him.
I think we're sleeping on him, yo. Isaac Okoro, Like they got
He's good.
Karis
Started.
LeVert.
LeVert,
Come
sleeper.
on.
Yeah. They gotta make some noise. And they're learning. Who's their coach?
Honestly, it's a newer coach, so I'm kind of forgetting right now. It's a newer coach, I believe.
Everything's
They'll be all right.
new and young over there.
Yeah.
They're the upset team. But I got Milwaukee coming back to I got Milwaukee doing their thing and coming back to what they were doing, you know. I think they got screwed over last year by that injury.
That's all it was.
They got screwed
That's
over.
really all it was.
And they retool. They got a coach.
They got a couple little pieces.
Yeah, they always do. They got Ingles.
Yeah, they did.
They got
yo, I forgot about that. That's a dope little pickup, yo.
He fits in that perfectly.
Yep.
Dog, this dude's gonna feast on those threes, dog.
All
He
day
fits in that perfectly.
the most wide open.
And he could defend.
Yeah, he for a white guy, he can defend though. He could certainly defend, bro. I think the Bucks is still my favorites, but I don't know. The East is kind of stacked, dog, because you have the Bucks, you got Celtics, you got Philly, you got Miami, you got the Cavs that will be in the mix. You got Atlanta that will be fighting in that mix.
I want to see DeJounte and Trae.
Yo, that's a nice backcourt, bro.
That was a good look, yeah.
Bro, DeJounte's gonna lock people up.
They're definitely not gonna miss the playoffs anymore.
Nope. Oh way, Jose.
They're definitely not.
You still got John Collins, a 2010 guy.
That should be a nice trio. I haven't
seen nothing yet.
That should be a nice trio. He just got paid. Yeah, he's due for a good season.
He was unhealthy, so I'll give him that. But other than that,
he just got paid too.
Yeah, you still got Clint Capella.
Yep. Gallinari's gone.
Yeah, that was a hit, yo. Yo, the Celtics need to take what's taking teams so long? It feels like deja vu all over again. What's taking someone so long to pick up Melo, man? Boston needs to get on that.
I hope he gets on.
They be hating on Melo.
Yo, for real. Why. They're trying so hard not to give him jobs, bro.
I don't like that, man.
If I was Milwaukee, I'd pick him up.
Yo.
I really would.
That would be crazy. If Melo really wants the title, he could.
He could. I'd pick him up.
Yo, that would be that. Sammy, you might be on to something, Sammy. That's dope.
Melo would be like,
I'd pick him up.
Big shot.
Nah, I'd pick him up. Melo knows he's wrong now.
Yeah, but I'm going to go play in the dying ship of LeBron.
Because LeBron called him, bro. If LeBron calls you, you gotta go, bro.
I know he kind of screwed up going over.
LeBron set him up, right? LeBron set him up.
Set me up. I know AD. I don't need LeBron to tell me about AD. Don't put me in that situation.
LeBron set him up for being realistic.
Did he end up getting a title with the Lakers and he sneaked one in or no?
I don't know. He wasn't on that bubble team. He was on Portland still.
See? Will try to save his career?
They took too long, man.
I think Milwaukee could use another shooter.
Nah, that guy. Would be. I think ideal spot for Melo is the Milwaukee, or believe it or not, if he went to a little reunion with Denver, I think that wouldn't be a bad look.
Oh, I would like that. I would like that.
They could use a bench scorer like that.
I would like that. Yeah, I would like that move.
That would be nice. Take it easy now. No?
I would like that move.
Yo, he's still giving an easy 14, 15 a night. It's crazy, yo.
Bro, the nigga can play, bro. He can play. He can play, bro. If you, bro, all you got to do is get him in a situation where you're not asking for much. Lakers was the shittiest situation to be in.
He was like their best shooter, yo, on the Lakers.
Exactly. That wasn't something you could blend into at all, bro.
So as of right now, obviously shit's gonna change when the season actually happens. Who's Who's your sleeper team for the West and East? I say Cavs is the East. For me, the West, it's the Pelicans. I think people are really sleeping on them.
I'm gonna say Denver for the West.
Denver, they're always a good sleeper pick. Honestly, they just need help.
They're supposed to be getting everybody back though. So
Yeah, I know. They Jamal Murray and Michael Porter are supposed to be back at full strength, yo.
Yep.
And they're supposed to now just be hitting their primes a little.
Bro, they should scare somebody.
Yeah,
if that's the case. If that's
they
the case,
need those two there, yo.
yeah. And you can get another MVP type season from Jokic. I don't see why you can't go further.
They picked up Bruce Brown. They got defenders now, bro.
Right.
They picked up KCP. Come on, man. They got some 3-and-D guys.
Nah, that's a hell of a move. That's a hell of a move.
KCP's underrated. No bullshit.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, yo.
I thought that was LeBron's boy, but he let him go.
I know, yo. He made plays for the Lakers, yo.
He made mad plays.
Bad plays.
Him and Caruso.
Real talk. Yeah. Yo, they did Caruso dirty. The Bulls, dog.
Yeah.
If the Bulls didn't lose Lonzo, yo, that combo of Caruso and Lonzo's deadly, yo.
I put all my chips on them. Remember the beginning of the season? They were on fire.
They were killing everyone.
Yo, Levine, DeRozan, Lonzo, Caruso, everybody else. I was like, all right, my money's on them. Then, of course, the injury bug. Lonzo goes down. Zach LaVine is being Zach LaVine. DeRozan's trying to carry these niggas.
Dog, they needed Lonzo and Patrick Williams. Those were the two. Dog, we need this dude to stay healthy, dog. He has mad potential, yo.
He's a wild card, yo.
Yeah, he's the X factor. If he comes in healthy, dog, he's like another Wiggins. He could be their Wiggins, yo.
I was like, yo, they have the element of surprise, but then they just like poof.
Yo,
I think they could upset anybody too if they stay right. If Lonzo and them stay right, yo.
That's not him. He has his history now.
I know he's starting to become a little injury prone to me. That's what I dislike about him. He did take his leap though.
Chicago. If
he was killing it in Chicago.
No, that's why they lost. That's why they lost. To be real,
yeah,
they didn't have.
They needed him, yo.
Everybody, yo.
They didn't have nobody to run that offense, though.
And Lonzo's not just their best passer; he's arguably the best defender. Like he could defend,
and arguably the best 3-point shooter too.
Yeah, dog, he's mad wet now, dog. People be sleeping on it.
Now look at him, 45%. High 40s.
Dog.
I'll have games where he's 50s, yo.
Dog, I'll have games where he hits like a good 6-7 threes, bro. Like
confidence. Like make fun of my shot now. So
bro, if they get him, oh man. Yo, but there's another sleeper team on the West, dude. The Pelicans.
I said the Pelicans. The Pelicans, yo. That bro.
On the low, they secretly built.
Honestly,
nice
I think they're gonna be a 4-5 seed. A 4-5 seed.
Yeah.
My top four, assuming everyone's healthy. So no order: Warriors, Clippers, Pelicans, and Phoenix. Is that not fair?
Warriors,
like that.
I said Warriors, Pelicans, Phoenix,
and Clippers.
Clippers.
Is that not fair?
I actually like that list.
That's fair.
Wait.
They got the best rosters, yo.
You don't think the Grizzlies will get better?
The Grizzlies will keep ascending. They'll be like a dark horse team. You know how they are. They're always a dark horse, but they're never a real favorite.
I would be careful too because they're so young. They're so
nah.
grown.
The Grizzlies, You can't take the Grizzlies lightly. But I honestly think the Grizzlies have the young problem more than the Cavs do. That you spoke on the Cavs.
No, I'm talking about in terms of seeding. I'm not saying they'll do anything in the playoffs.
In terms of seeding, I think in terms of seeding, Grizzlies will be battling for that 6, that number 6.
You think they'll slip?
Yeah,
it was second last year.
I think the Pelicans will be better than that.
One of those teams that they have a crazy.
Bro, they was second last year.
Yeah, it
was second last year. I don't think they're gonna slip that low.
Grizzlies never maintain top 3, top 2.
Nah, they're learning now. I think they might.
Bro,
they're gonna slip.
There's no way. There's no way. Bane, Brooks, and Jaren
on the decline.
Nah, you want to know what the Grizzlies' problem? Jaren Jackson Jr. is always hurt. He's injury prone.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
He's the reason that's holding them up.
Nah,
Man,
you're right.
He's so good. I hate the fact that he's never healthy. Jaren Jackson Jr., something's always wrong with him.
Nah, you're right.
True that.
You're right.
And this was the healthiest we've seen him. Let's hope he stays like that. But Dylan Brooks went down.
Yeah,
dude's never here, bro.
That's true. Yeah,
they might need to make him trade bait, yo.
Nah, yeah.
Jaren Jackson.
What's that? If you want to say their core 3, what's their core 3?
They don't even really have
the core 3 is Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson, and Bane. Or probably Dylan Brooks, one of them.
Either or.
It keeps rotating.
They don't it rotates between Dylan Brooks and Bane.
I would go with Bane just because he's the best shooter in the league.
Bane's wet, bro.
Yo, he's more consistent. His shots way more consistent.
He's not streaky like
Dylan. He defends too. He defends.
Yeah, he defends too. Dylan Brooks defends too. He's scrappy, but man, Dylan Brooks is the safer.
They ain't gonna do nothing until they adjust Jaren Jackson, man. Like,
nah, you're right. You're definitely right on that. I don't think I think they'll definitely be out in like the first round, but they're seeding wise, I think they're gonna be up there, man.
You're giving them mad credit as a regular season team.
Bro, they was second last year. That's gonna give them.
That's because the West had a funky year last year, yo.
I think that's still gonna boost their confidence, bro. They're young.
Oh man, jump on.
The West had a funky year, but I definitely think that's the top 4: Warriors, Clippers, Pelicans, and Phoenix.
Yeah,
but I am slightly afraid as far as championships that Phoenix's window might have closed, but I hope they prove me wrong. But
it's closed.
Yeah, they're never gonna get a better opportunity than they had against the Bucks, bro. Like,
it's closed. I can see them in the second
I never
round.
seen a window close so fast, yo.
It's closed. It's closed.
Yeah, might be.
CP's gonna have to hit that wall eventually, man.
He's about to be 38, I think, 37. Yeah. Like,
and now
he might need to come off the bench if Cameron Payne keeps playing how he's been playing.
And now you got a Warriors team, a Clippers team, a fully healthy Denver team. There's no way you're gonna
keep it 100. Give me I got something to put y'all on the spot. What is I think we all know they're not gonna win the championship. They might not make playoffs. What's the best case scenario for the Lakers season? What's the best they could do with this roster?
I think they might sneak in the A.
I think so too.
I think
they might.
I think that's the ceiling. I don't think they get any higher than that.
Playing.
You gotta be
nice.
You gotta be playing again.
Nice.
Oh shit.
I'm being too nice. I still playing. Wow, what's the difference from last year?
Beverly's gonna help a little bit. He's gonna help a little bit.
You know the media, what's the media type headlines gonna be immediately? Locker room. They got a witch hunt about yo. He said this, he said that. I heard yelling.
Yo.
You know they waiting to start that.
Nah,
dog.
they are. They're
on,
waiting
man.
to cause some type of
Waiting.
leak that
Westbrook
Westbrook and
start.
Beverly were fighting. Or something.
Oh man, LeBron wants him out. This and that. That's the reason
Nah,
why he
I
got
agree with Sammy.
shots.
I agree with Sammy a
Go
little
get
bit. I think Beverly might have been the only decent move they made.
He really was.
He
I think he's got
will hit three. He will hit threes for you, and he will give
the
you
court,
all defense.
on the court.
Did he get a title at all?
Nah,
Has-
he really did help the Timberwolves make the playoffs last year, though.
He did, yeah.
You did a
He
lot
might
for
try.
them.
That's a Beverly, to be honest. This is his best chance to get a title. So you never know. A miracle might
Dog,
happen.
what do you think is the best starting lineup they could put out on the court? Their team doesn't gel together at all, dog. Nobody could shoot.
And they still don't have a real point guard.
Yeah.
They don't really have anybody down.
Dog,
They
what do you
still
think is the best five the Lakers could put out?
Bro, Beverly, Russell,
Still there?
they got rid of Horton, I think. They got rid of him.
Yo, who they have?
Yo, he bought up Horton Tucker.
They got rid of Horton. I think they got rid of
Nah,
Horton.
he was in the trade.
He
For
was part of the
Beverly.
trade, right? Yeah, he was part of that trade.
Wow.
Dog, the way I'm looking at it, the lineup is so weird. It's gonna be Westbrook, I think Beverly at the 2. And, who's the best 3 they could play? What is it gonna be? Westbrook, LeBron, Beverly. Then who's the Thomas Bryant and AD? I think that might be the best. Yeah,
Thomas Bryant.
that was a good pickup. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good pickup.
But I like it. They drafted him, dropped him, got him back again.
Hold on,
You
you
gotta
think
say
Thomas
no,
Bryant? Nah, he's a good X factor. No bullshit. Thomas Bryant's solid. Man.
Nah, he plays big.
He can fit well.
He plays big.
He can shoot threes too and grab boards.
Post game too. I like.
He's like another Miles Turner.
Yeah, but scrappier.
Yeah,
that's why I think. But that's why I think the Lakers might get.
You think Beverly should start with Westbrook? That's a small backcourt.
Bro, they have no choice, David.
You're right. They might not have no choice though.
Who else you gonna put out there?
Who's that on the
Austin Reeves?
Reeves, yeah, right.
He can't run point.
He made plays last year in spurts though.
Yo, he's gonna get mad minutes. I know that.
You trust him?
Lonnie Walker's on the Lakers now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lonnie Walker's there?
Yeah, bro. They signed him for the low.
Let him open the floodgates and go off.
He might run point.
He definitely will run point.
So they need.
But he's like another Westbrook.
He's the same
Lonnie
thing.
Walker's a 2.
Bro, they need.
But he's a ball handling too.
Yeah, he is a ball handling too.
Yo, I remember on the Spurs, didn't he always handle the ball when he was playing?
The ball a lot. He didn't develop well for us at all, man.
For some reason, I don't know why.
This dude was mad inconsistent.
They need Beverly for
athletic as a mofo.
They need.
I know, yo.
For open shots. They need Beverly.
Beverly will hit those open shots. It's just, dog. It's damn near impossible for Westbrook, LeBron, and AD to play at the same time because they're all not wet. Westbrook can't shoot like.
They don't got a choice, David.
Dog, he's gonna have to come on. They're gonna have to figure it out, and he might start, but you're gonna have to yank him real quick in the first quarter and bench him, and then have him play with the second unit. He can't play with that unit like that.
He'll sit out before he comes off the bench.
Melo's not there no more?
Melo's not. He's a free agent. Melo's a free agent.
They won't resign him. No talks of him being resigned.
For some reason, they're not.
You think Scottie Pippen Jr., Scottie Pippen's son, will start over Westbrook? He's a point guard.
No way.
Yo, he's kind of nice.
Get murdered, yo, playing. When you're on the Lakers, everybody's gonna throw their best at you. So
real talk.
Rookie's gonna.
Bro, I think Westbrook will sit out before he comes off the bench.
Yeah,
dog, I'm tired of you saying that. He has to come off the bench, yo. On that team.
Nah, I'm not coming off the bench.
Bro, he'll sit out before he comes off the bench, bro.
You don't think Westbrook's play style is suited for off the bench on that team.
Definitely.
He can do it. He can do it, but he's not gonna do it.
Bench, he can carry.
He's not gonna do it.
Can put G Leaguers on that second spot. He'll handle it easily.
He's the perfect spark plug off the bench. You keep the ball in his hand. He gets to attack the rim.
Yeah, but he still looks at himself on that.
What about Ken? Maybe Kendrick Nunn could start at the point.
Oh gosh,
He was nice on the Heat.
He was, man, but these guys are all injured for some reason.
I know.
Not a good look, man.
No, they got a funky team, yo. Beverly and Bryant, Thomas Bryant, were the only respectable ones, yo.
And the funny part is they still
They
got some teams.
picked up Toscano Alexander from the Warriors.
Yeah, man, we know why they picked him up, man.
And the
All athleticism.
He sucks.
The funny
He
part
does
is
suck.
the funny part is they still have a chance not to make the playoffs. There's some teams down low.
Nah, they might not make it. It's gonna be a fight.
Teams down low that could.
No,
Sacramento.
No bullshit. They're gonna fight Sacramento this year. Sacramento's gonna fight for the play-in tournament.
Got there.
Bro,
They got Sabonis and Darian Fox, and they picked up some crazy young players, yo.
Yep. They'll be all right.
Bro, they're in danger, though.
You know Portland's gonna fight for the play-in. You know they're always fighting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nah, they're in danger of missing the playoffs.
They're in danger.
Do you think Westbrook's on the roster the whole year?
Probably not.
I think so. I think so.
Honestly, I think they might eventually buy him out.
Yeah.
You think they'll buy him out?
So they keep talking about.
Bro, they keep trying to manipulate it into happening, bro. It's gonna happen, yo.
On him. Did he have a bad season?
Nah, he did have a sucking season.
He kind of did, dog. He kind of did. He was missing the most bunnies he's ever missed.
Dog, this dude, I never seen such an athletic player miss so much layups, yo.
Nah, he was. He really was.
Cali like on the beach.
He really was.
Singing Janet Jackson.
I don't know what was going on.
Although I do think he had a bad season, I blame AD more for the Lakers' problems. But
me too. I blame it.
He's supposed to have the keys, and LeBron and Westbrook are supposed to be following him. You're in your prime. You're the two-way player. You're the big man.
Hey, get an MVP. See that?
I know, dog. This guy might be this guy's a waste of size. He should have been an MVP already.
He should be putting up Giannis numbers.
Yeah. Even on bad nights, it should be Giannis numbers.
Your body's falling apart at this stage of your career.
I know. I think he's only like 28 still. It's still falling apart.
Like, it's crazy, right? Like, bro, you can't. And he's never had the mentality that like, I'm going to carry his squad.
If somehow he stays mostly healthy, I still think it's going to be a fight for them to get out the play-in.
Yeah, because AD's not. I don't think he's built like that.
Remember when you played with Rondo? That was like the only time.
I know. And Drew Holiday. That was a little squad, yo.
And Cousins.
And Boogie, yeah. Boogie
dog, they should have kept that squad together, dog.
That was a nice little squad.
I think that if they kept that squad together, we would have got to see what the league is like with two dominant big men again. They would have bought that trend back.
We're hoping to see that.
It never came up.
Yeah, never came to fruition.
They're bugging. If I was the Lakers, I would have tried to do the Westbrook and AD for Kyrie and KD when the Nets win that drama. I would have tried to use
that. But they're not gonna take that. They're not taking.
They would have considered it.
They're not taking that deal. No, I don't think.
For AD, you don't think they would have looked at him differently?
Nobody's taking Westbrook. Nobody's gonna take Westbrook in a trade.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want him.
I can pick him up for free. If I can pick him up for free, then I'll do it.
Is Dwight still there?
Dwight's not even there.
I think Dwight's a free agent.
Yeah.
Maybe some niggas don't want to go over.
Yeah, the Lakers is
they still have a
they got a sucky squad if you really look at it, yo. I don't blame people for not going over there.
Who goes further? Who goes further? I'm a Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn might not.
Brooklyn. But I think Brooklyn's a little overrated, but Brooklyn's
I think Brooklyn's in danger too.
Brooklyn's in danger for a different reason. They no leadership, no focus.
They have guys who might bail on them too.
Yeah, you already showed that.
That's their problem.
In a heartbeat.
Like it's crazy. Durant, are you actually gonna be willing to carry the job?
But what's his name? T.J. Warren and Ben Simmons are some big X factors, yo.
Yeah,
bro, the team should be good.
If they play nice, they gonna be a problem.
Bro, if these dudes stop being crybabies, the team could actually be elite.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna stop being crybabies.
Joe Harris still there?
He's still there. Curry's still there.
Seth?
Curry's still
there. They got Seth Curry, Harris. They still got Ben Simmons. They got Royce O'Neal to play D. Like
the team.
T.J. Warren.
Why is KD trying to dip? Yo, they can
real talk. That's what I'm saying.
He's talking shit about the GM too. Look what he's doing.
This dude really needs this dude really needs the team ready made for him. That if he doesn't want to play, if he doesn't have a stacked team,
he doesn't. If it's not ultra,
he's giving Shaq and Chuck ammo. They're talking mad shit about
I know.
Him. And you see
it's true. Happens. It's true.
And the media ain't on your side either, so that doesn't help.
Nah,
you ain't friendly with
he
the
has
media.
no reason to want to leave that squad, yo. Yeah.
It's just nice and set up for you.
He just doesn't like when it's an even playing field.
Miss that Golden State.
Yeah, dog.
Nah, he's forcing it, yo. He's really forcing it.
Like, bro, to be real, they lost last year because of you.
Yeah. Well, Kyrie's there 24/7, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, now they don't got the vaccine excuse at least. At least they don't got that. But they have potential, but I still don't bet. I'm not betting on them against Milwaukee. And I gotta walk closely to see Philly because they got a high ceiling, but I gotta see, yo.
I agree. Philly's one of those.
Philly they got a high ceiling.
They're one of those teams I really can't put my trust
in. Yeah. But I do like what I see. Joel Embiid continues to get better. I honestly thought he could have had a case for MVP last year. Tyrese Maxey took a big leap, you know.
He did, and if Harden actually plays right, it could.
Tyrese Maxey looked so good. Harden was looking like a third option a lot of nights. Tyrese Maxey could ball.
Yeah. Harden didn't look, but supposedly he got himself right. So
I do like that. He took a pay cut for them to sign role players. Yo, I respect that. At least he knows, unlike Westbrook, I'm not the same player, and I have to take sacrifices to get far. At least he did that. And they got PJ Tucker now. They got DeAnthony Melton off the Grizzlies. He's a good little backup point guard. They got some pieces, yo. If I'm not mistaken, didn't they get Drummond? Drummond's on the Bulls. That was a nice pickup for the Bulls.
Yeah, Drummond's on the Bulls.
Drummond's on the Bulls, yeah. Wow, that's a good pickup.
A good season, man. Just gotta be healthy.
I hope, man. I hope. I
think Zion's gonna shock the world. I believe in
Waiting.
Bro, Pelicans, they should be something pretty good, man. I like that trio. I really do.
They kind of got a 4-way with Valanciunas, a nightly double guy. He gets you high double.
He's super consistent. Yeah, super consistent. I like the way they're looking, man. I like that team. I really do. The fucking
Zion could have. I hope he's healthy, yo. He could be a dark horse MVP candidate, yo.
who do you think gets MVP?
MVP. That's really hard to put on. I know Jokic ain't gonna be a third time. They don't let niggas. They haven't let niggas win 3 times. I think since Larry Bird. I think Larry Bird was the last one to do 3 in a row.
I think he's out of the picture this season.
I think last year he didn't earn that one as much, but
I don't know. His numbers was crazy.
Yeah, but his team wasn't that. It wasn't MVP level successful. But
because he had more injuries than anybody else.
That's exactly why I would have gave Embiid the edge, because his team was still succeeding a little more. But man, MVP, call me crazy. Yo, call me crazy. I think I said this a few weeks ago, but I'm sticking with it. Call me crazy, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, right.
Kawhi Leonard's call me crazy, bro.
You gotta be kidding me. That's the guy you're picking.
He has the the MVP likes narratives. He has the narrative of he's come. It's a comeback season. The Clippers are healthy. He's gonna come out of nowhere. I really think he's gonna play really well.
They said he was playing opening night too.
I was reading that he's been playing 5-on-5s. He's completely fresh. I think Kawhi's gonna have a big season.
You know he's not gonna play 60-something games.
I think he will. Seriously.
Mr. Load Management?
I think he's gonna play at least 65, 68 games.
Why disqualifies himself from MVP every year?
I think this is gonna be the year he doesn't do that.
He's not gonna. What makes you say that? Why would he change when he's older and he's coming off of an injury? Why would he all of a sudden change now and be like, yo, I want to play? Come on.
Because I don't know if you noticed, but Tyronn Lue, bro. Tyronn Lue is not a coach that, he respects players and he manages players, but Tyronn Lue's not a coach that lets people be soft and overdo load management. He didn't even do that with LeBron in them. I believed, and I think this is gonna be his first real full season with Tyronn.
LeBron likes to play though.
You're right.
LeBron
I don't think Kawhi's issue is that he doesn't like playing. I think Kawhi's issue is that when he gets a paper cut, he wants to sit out for forever. I don't think it's that he doesn't want to play.
Because he likes controlling his own. He likes controlling his own schedule.
Yeah, when he gets hurt, he wants to control his own schedule too much.
But he already got spoiled by Popovich. He's not gonna have it any other way, bro. And that's gonna take him out of the MVP talks.
No, not this year. My dark horse is Zion.
See, now that's a good pick.
I think we're gonna get a first time ever MVP, a first.
That's a good pick. I think there's a lot of dudes that.
How that a good pick? But he's more injury prone right now.
No, but Zion wants to play. They just keep holding him back.
Oh,
He could have played last year.
I think Kawhi's gonna be very motivated, man. I think he really wants
the same way for 8 years.
I think he really wants that franchise to get a championship, and he's square in the middle of his prime still.
I do think that they're definitely a championship.
They're the deepest team in the league.
He's definitely going to make them a championship threat this year. I can see that.
And that John Wall X factor I think he's gonna have a really good bounce back season. John Wall's gonna help that team a lot.
MVP, no, he's playing 60 games most.
Nah, chill. I could
most.
see it.
At most. Other 20,
He got dropped like 27, 6, and like 5 with like 2 steals. Might do 50, 40, 90. He quite capable of that.
Man, I see guys like Zion in the mix. I see Embiid back in the
Embiid's
mix.
still in the mix, yeah.
I see John Morant in that mix.
Nah, it's not his time yet.
I see him in that mix. He's gonna have a better season than last year. And last year he was already most improved.
You're sleeping You're sleeping on Kawhi, yo.
Curry's gonna be in the mix too.
Nah, Curry's done winning them. He's all about championships now.
Nah, I don't know.
He's done winning them. Curry, LeBron, Durant, they're all done winning MVPs, yo.
Nah, Durant almost won one a couple years ago. You know, and Curry, the year he won the scoring championship, he almost got one. I think that was like what was that last year? I could see those dudes still being around.
I'm thinking Clippers, Bucks.
Giannis is still gonna be around too.
No, Giannis is always an MVP. Always.
And Kawhi is not playing more than any of those guys. You know that.
We'll see. He might put up as good numbers as them in less games, but we'll see.
Of course. But it's gonna be way less games.
Nah, not this year, yo. He had mad rest. He got the rest he wanted.
He always takes a whole year off.
This dude got the extended rest he wanted, yo.
Man, come on, man. Let's be real. Kawhi
Leonard, bro.
Oh no.
I think it's gonna be him and Giannis in the finals.
Man. Wow.
That's the one. I think that's the series that would be the most competitive. No bull.
Man. Him and Giannis.
David, I'm out, man. I'll catch you.
All right, bro, yo. Be easy.
All right. Sure.
I'm definitely good. Just consider it, man. Kawhi, I think he'll have the narrative on his side.
He definitely has the narrative, but come on. His style.
The other LA team suffering, so it's gonna make everything he looks good in LA do look better. It's good. He has that narrative on him.
I think his style, the way he conducts his basketball schedule.
He's still arguably the best player in the world in that conversation when he's at his best. He's at his best.
He's definitely top 3, but he has a lot to prove ever since he took.
He has a lot to prove. He has a lot to prove availability wise, not talent wise, and results.
He's gonna.
That's all I'm saying.
He'll definitely have
proved the results, but he needs to prove more with availability.
He's definitely gonna have just as good season as anybody else. But come on, unless he gets his 18 to 20, he can't operate.
Yeah, you're forcing it, dog.
It's how it works.
People don't. Yeah, even the most crazy availability don't have outlier seasons. I think he'll have an outlier where he
The most
play
he'll do is
68.
I even think that's too much.
Yeah, this dude forcing it.
I was gonna say 65.
I think he'll play 68.
He'll probably get
That gives him like a free 13 games or so.
No, I don't know, man. I think you have too much faith. I understand you having faith in the Clippers as a whole, but not him as MVP.
I think that's part. I think the Clippers regular season wise are going to do so well. That's going to help his case after bouncing back and missing the playoffs.
It don't work like that.
Wow.
It work like that.
It does work like that. They love it when a team they're capable of being a top 2 seed, a top 3 seed. They love when teams get a top 3.
Definitely will, but you gotta be
The
there.
MVP's usually on a top 2 seed.
But they definitely will hold the bias against him if they see that he load manages a few times. They definitely will, because the media doesn't really like that.
I don't think he's gonna do it like that this year.
Oh, come on.
He's not, bro.
The faith, bro. There goes the faith again.
He's not gonna do it like that this time, bro.
Come on, bro.
He has no reason to. Kawhi only load manages when he has something. Kawhi only load manages when he feels like he got something to protect. He got no injury to protect right now.
He's gonna make up one.
Wow. It's only when he gets one he'll milk it.
My thigh sore.
Yo,
my hamstring sore. He's gonna make up one.
We'll see.
Come on.
I know the Warriors don't want to see him, and I know, bro. People are sleeping, bro. Do you realize since Kawhi got to the Clippers, I think the Lakers never beat them in the regular season, or they might have just beat them once. I saw a stat. I forget the stat.
Why you acting like that's a big achievement?
Nah, it is a big achievement because they were every time they did play each other, the talent was mostly equal. Since Kawhi got under the Clippers.
Yeah, but the Lakers was
and he was eating LeBron and AD.
The Lakers was never that serious of a team. They just happened to luck up in the bubble. That's all it was.
He was eating them in the bubble too, yo. I don't know what happened that year.
That's the year they got lucky. The Lakers got lucky. That's all it was. Like they were never that serious of a roster where you gotta say something like that. I think with the Warriors, that's the real challenge. And that's gonna be a hell of a matchup.
Having Kawhi guard a Steph Curry and Clay and Paul George guarding Steph or Clay, they're gonna get bothered, man. They're gonna take them out the game a lot of games. John Wall could defend.
John Wall can defend either one of them too.
Like, come on, that's gonna be a series if they come down at.
That's the real challenge to me. I want to see how that works out, because offensively one side's 10 times better, but defensively it's a perfect take.
Nah, I hope we get that. Those are definitely two. It's a lot of fun to watch. A lot of players that are fun to watch on that.
That's the money fight of the NBA. I watch them. They can't derail that. If Kawhi stays healthy, they can't derail that.
In a perfect world, we'll get that in Milwaukee and Brooklyn or Milwaukee and Philly, but I wouldn't hate Milwaukee and the Bulls, selfishly, but I don't know if they would get there.
Yeah, I don't know if the Bulls can get there neither. I don't know.
LaVine, I do believe in LaVine and DeRozan, but I don't know.
I think LaVine would have to take another
gear. Yeah, I believe in him to have another gear in him.
I mean, after the money they gave him, does he have a choice?
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking money.
He earned it.
Did he?
Dag.
No, let's just be straight up here.
But the Bulls weren't even relevant one bit since Derrick Rose left, and he brought them back relevance, yo. And he put up numbers.
Let's not say he brought them back.
He did.
Let's not say that. DeRozan did a lot of that.
DeRozan did a lot when Levine was gone. Yeah. But what about before DeRozan got there?
Even while Levine was there, he was looking like the better player a lot of nights. He was.
I'll give you that. It was kind of like a 1A, 1B.
At one point, DeRozan was.
Is DeRozan better than him? I don't know,
bro. At one point, DeRozan was an MVP conversation.
Nah, DeRozan was balling like an MVP. He was balling.
That should have been Levine.
But Levine was in and out of the lineup. He was dealing with little things.
You know what I mean? Like Levine has a lot of proving to do, though. That's all I'm saying.
He does.
I'm not saying he can't do it.
I think he could get to like maybe a Devin Booker level.
That's what I need to see.
I think he could maybe be that, yo.
Because in order for Chicago to actually be a threat, that's what needs to happen. You gotta look like a certified franchise guy. Certified. He doesn't. I don't think he has that certification yet.
Yeah.